Today I'm going to show you how to repair many little electrical tools in a couple of minutes that I've just stopped working. This is my Dremel and I use it quite regularly, and just yesterday it completely stopped working. A little bit of troubleshooting and playing around and banging it on the table with the switch on, and it would occasionally fire up for a second or two and then shut back down. So these are a brush-driven electric motor. That means they have the brushes on the side, and these blue caps are for the brushes. Now I have this plugged in at the moment, and I'm going to show you the switch is on. So to a quick diagnose, this won't always do it. You frequently have to take them out, and I'm going to take them out and show you. But when I push on this cap for the brushes, as long as I push on that blue cap, the Dremel runs. So I'm going to swing the camera around, put this on the table, and I'll show you how we quickly fix this. So of course you want to make sure it's unplugged when you do this, because when you're taking the brushes out, there's an electrical contact directly under the cap, and the spring, etc., make contact right to the commutator, and that's what makes it operate. So we're going to screw this little blue cap out with a tiny flat blade screwdriver, and be prepared because there's a spring under there. So make sure you have it facing up, like I'm doing here. So in this case, we're going to do both sides, but this one, the spring is coming out, the carbon brush is still in there, and you can actually see the round piece that this slides over. So how this works, I might be able to shake that carbon brush out, but I'm not going to bother. I know it just needs a little more tension. So I'm going to take this spring here, and I'm going to stretch it a little bit, just a bit. So if I look at the length of it now, I'm just going to stretch it so it's now a tiny bit longer than it was. And we're going to put it back in this cap, in the slot, put the cap back on, and hold it down while I get the screwdriver back, and thread that in. I'm going to flip it over. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. And there you can see, this one came out with the brush attached. So I'll put my hand behind there so it focuses. You can see the carbon brush, and you can tell by the worn groove the way it rotates, and you want to put it back in the same way. So the shaft rotates. Obviously the shaft is rotating this way, and the round is that way, so it has to go in that way. But I'm going to give this a little stretch while we're out here as well. I've probably stretched it about 1/8 or 1/4 inch longer than it was. I'll make sure we got that brush in the right way, that it's still rolling the way the armature does. And get it back in there. Oh, I see in this case it looks like it has a groove. It's probably only going to go one way. Okay, so just a little finicky. You have to line it up exactly for it to fit in that hole for the brush to go back in. So now with the brush in, I'm going to put the cap back on, push it down in, thread it back in, and now we've basically added a little tension to both of those brushes on each side. So I'm going to make sure I got it turned off, and I'm going to plug it back in and turn the switch on and off. So you can see it's working like it's supposed to. So we just had poor electrical conductivity between the brushes and the commutator inside. So adding a little pressure to those springs, putting the caps back on, brought it back to life. You'll find you can apply this to many electric tools. If you see those caps on the side, there is a brush there, and there's always a spring applying pressure. Those brushes wear over time, plus they get hot when they're under long uses, and those springs lose some of their compressibility. So anyway, if you found that useful, please like and subscribe.